Okay, how's it going? My name is Matt Haycroft. I'm going to be talking about Bruce Campbell today. Bruce Campbell is possibly the greatest actor that has ever lived. He's also possibly the most average actor that ever lived. My first introduction to Bruce Campbell was I sat down with my brother and his friends and we watched a film called Evil Dead 2. I'd never seen anything like this. I was about 10 at the time. It was about 1990. It was mind-blowing. The film was scary, it was gory, it was exciting, and most importantly, it was funny. And I just didn't know films could do this kind of stuff. It was just one of those moments, an awakening going, wow, this is crazy. And the moment that topped off the whole film is the iconic moment, is Bruce, or Ash, his character, has to cut his hand off and he replaces it with a chainsaw to defeat the demons. To anyone, especially a 10-year-old boy, that was amazing. That was truly amazing stuff. He wasn't really in anything I'd heard of or seen anywhere else in the video store or on TV. But I do remember on Saturday nights at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 10, he starred in this show called Briscoe County Jr. It was a cowboy show. And I remember it so well because it meant so much to me going, it's the Evil Dead guy. He's going to be on TV. And that was amazing for me. Also, when I saw the film Fargo, he is on a television screen in the background of a shot. And that was just another little moment of like, who is this guy? There was this weird attraction to who is this actor? It wasn't until like the late 90s that we got internet in our town, and we were one of the first families to get it. And I didn't really know what to do on the internet, but I looked him up. And he had his own website. He was one of the first sort of people on the internet, had his own website. And I wrote to him, probably just a gushing, I was 17, just going, your movies are amazing, I can't believe you put a chainsaw in your hand, whatever. But a few days later, he actually replied to me. All it said was, dear Matt, thanks for the nice note, here's some projects I'm coming up in. That was, wow, a Hollywood actor actually wrote to me, actually replied to me. That was, it broke down that barrier of Hollywood being this fantastical land to being, that's a guy there, and I had this weird sort of connection. And from there, there was this excitement of chasing down his films in the video store. Even if he was like making a cameo in it for like 30 seconds, which he does a lot, I'd sit through the entire movie to see it. And I think that's what drew me to it more, or him to me more, was that he was hard to find and not everyone knew who he was. And I think that sort of shaped my identity a little bit in that everyone knew me as, oh, you're like that actor, Bruce something. And that was kind of cool because there was this little thing that I knew about and not many other people knew about. It wasn't until years later, about 2015, that Bruce Campbell was actually going to come to Comic-Con in Melbourne to meet and greet, to get a photo, to get him to sign something. It cost $220. And I went, that's a lot of money. But is it? I don't know. I'm going to meet Bruce Campbell. This is so weird. And that's all I have to pay? And I had to think about it for a few minutes and go, I guess that's what I have to pay because I'm not going to meet him in real life. I don't think. If I do, I'd be very lucky. Here I am, I'm a 35-year-old man walking in with my action figure to get signed. I didn't know what to expect. I felt a bit silly. I'm walking in. They give me a lanyard, they give me a little show bag, and they send me through the door. And I walk inside, and there is thousands of people. And there's already hundreds of people lined up, snaking all the way up for Bruce Campbell to sign something. And there was that moment going, oh yeah, I'm not the only fan. Time for you to walk through. So I walk into this little room, and there he is, sitting at a little table, and I hand over, and all he says is, ah, the action figure. Sign the front? And I went, yeah. And I went, my friend gave it to me. And he goes, thank you. And I grabbed it and was like, thanks. I walked out into the thousands of people who were smiling and beaming, and I had this moment like, is that it? But what else was going to happen? Like, there's thousands of people there. He's not going to have a chat to me. I don't know. It was just this weird moment. And then later in the day, I had to line up again to get my photo taken with him. And it was just one of those moments like, wow. But he's just a guy. But he seemed so nice in these brief experiences. Like, he just seemed like a generally nice person. And then you start hearing stories about that, like, when he's signing at other conventions, that they want to throw him out or stop everyone from going in. But he would say, no, I'll stay until every last thing is signed. And you just hear these stories and you go, no, he's a good guy. He's giving up time. And I'm sort of glad that I'm a fan of his, because he doesn't seem to be a bad person. No bad news comes out about him. So it's kind of a good thing to look up to, almost a thing to aspire to. He's just a guy, but he's a good guy. And that means a lot.